Let us begin by making the assumption that all haircuts are made of layers. And when we say all, it is all. Even a bob haircut, a one-length haircut. Just think about it, it makes sense. Then, if this assumption is reasonably acceptable, what is a layered structure in the sense it is meant to exist and correctly defined? The creation of orthocouralogy and its philosophy, which is logically based, led us to revisit all fundamental haircutting theory when felt important to do so. Haircutting education is relatively an old trade, and yet what we find interesting is that there is no literature where we can find the definition explaining what is a layered haircut in its most fundamental or generic way it can exist. However, what we do find in textbooks is some types of graduated/layered haircut technical explanations that actually don't make much sense and surprisingly sometimes not applicable, confusing when we apply a logical mind to it. My name is Patrick Garelle and I am the creator of Orthocouralogy. To begin with, I'd like to tell you that the word layer to try to define a layered haircut is actually not the best word to use. So let us use some common sense. Since all haircuts are made of layers, we have good reason to state that the word layers to define those type of haircutting structures should be replaced. We think that at the origin of modern haircutting education, not much thought was given to the naming of haircutting structures, and that is why, when progress comes up, we have to face the issue to undo previous standards. So this is what we decided to do. We think it's much better to add the adjective graduated to the word layer. What we basically did is to compare a graduated glass, the type of glass that we use in chemistry classes, to the graduated structure of a haircut showing layers on the surface of the cut. So this is the aftermath. We now believe that we have created a better haircutting structural situation awareness and that we are now in a better position to write a needed definition that was not existing before. So here we go. Next is the definition of what is a graduated layered haircut that used to be called layered haircut. So here we are. A graduated layered haircut is a haircut using a technique that creates visible graduated rows made of layers cut at different levels or altitudes, and which layers are defined by the sections of each single hair. So now you're going to ask me, what happened to the old graduated haircut, that 45 degrees haircut? Well, the news is that we have changed the name also to something much more logical, and that will be in a different video. I thank you for listening. I will speak to you soon with another topic from an orthocourological point of view. And that is all for higher haircutting education and higher professional standards. Thank you. Next is our stop-and-go questions multiple choice quiz. So please stop on the image, read it, take your time, then go to the answer. Thank you for listening, and perhaps to have the idea of sharing the video with others, learning or already practicing the same passion that you and I have in common. Thank you.